Hey guys, Slap Attack here and welcome back to World of Tank Blitz. This time guys, I'll be playing the Hellcat and the T-49 for you guys. So you guys will get 3 clips, 1 of the Hellcat and 2 of the T-49. Now, guys, something I want to say here is that I know I said I wouldn't be going for this line, but you know, I couldn't resist it. But I'm definitely not going for the T110E4 because I've just heard very bad things about it. But the line is just so interesting as it has one of the most popular tanks, the Hellcat for instance, and the T30, which is a very good tank. Now your YouTube video is not lagging behind, that's just a bit of frame lag on the video. My ping dropped, or my ping raised majorly, causing that. So, we are playing in the Hellcat, one of the most popular tanks in both PC and Blitz, and it's for a very good reason. This tank is an absolute beast as it has 105mm and it can zip around the battlefield. So you definitely do not want to play this like a tank destroyer because you definitely want to more likely play it as a medium. Now the T-49, which is the tier below it, the tier 5, you definitely want to play it like a scout tank using its 105mm and its 60km average, or not average, but top speed, or 65, I'm not sure. Have to correct me on that in the comments below. So, we zone in on this Churchill, foolishly shooting at the front, thinking that would go in, but British fronts are very strong, and and surprisingly does not penetrate. So we got a side shot on this T-49. I should have loaded HE there, but the M4 finishes him off. So, we got another target over here, and as you can see, it's just a feast from now on here. It's just, they're all out in the open, they're a bunch of heavies, slow guys that can't react to all our fast mediums. So, put a side shot into the Churchill's turret, and there are just so many targets out here. So, zoned in on this Matilda BP. Unfortunately, we do not get the kill, as the Fury takes him out before we do. So, deciding whether I should defend or should take a shot on this Cromwell. We have plenty of time, so I take one shot. It's not even worth shooting at because he's very low health. So, we go ahead and defend base, being very careful for this Churchill. So, he's trying to back up, but as you can see, it's just an absolute boat. So, I made a bit of a mistake there by stopping, and I should have just kept on backing up, and so we take a bit of damage from him. So, we keep moving up as the Churchill dies, and shoot the rear of this VK-36, setting him on fire, and it doesn't look like he has a big fire extinguisher. So we put a shot into that VK-30, try avoid fire, but we can't because we have no cover. He takes a shot at us, and we return fire, finishing him off. Now we're getting shot from the right by this VK-30P. Try to back up and get for cover. He foolishly pops out again, not expecting me to fire back, but the rate of fire of this tank is just so good that we can put shots in them all day long. So I made a bit of a mistake there by moving up, being a bit confident, and losing a lot of our hit points. Now, I think I like the M4 better than the Hellcat, honestly, but others can think the other way, because I wouldn't be surprised. Some people are just very good in the Hellcat, and I've heard a lot about it. So, we made a healthy profit, doing 1900 damage, which isn't much. I just wanted to get something out, guys. I could have done like 25, I could have found a game with 2500 damage, but I just really wanted to get it out. So, we are in our T-49, the Tier 5 American tank destroyer, which is the tier below the Hellcat. This is probably one of my top 5 favorite tanks. Now, we are in a terrible, terrible matchup as we are paired up with Tier 7s, so I try to communicate with my team, and hopefully we can win this, because it's going to be very tricky. Now, I'm going to say to the windmill all, because that is where the fight will be, and that's where I want it to take place. So, I'm going to go ahead and scout, and I'll just show you how good this tank is. This is my favorite top 5 tank. Definitely one of my favorite tier 5 tanks. It competes with the Panzer IV, as I have 1v1 many Panzer IVs, and I've won thanks to the reliable excuse me, speed and the gun, the 105mm on this tank. So, we speed and zip on over, going at top speed of 60 kilometers, and as you can see, this tank is just absolute beast, and it's a tank destroyer, which is very weird. You do not want to play it as a tank destroyer. You definitely want to play it like a scout tank, as its top speed is 60 kilometers, and it can mount 105mm. So we try and scout, we don't find anybody, but we put a shot into a Comet with who we spotted, and I'll bet he's very frustrated right now. So we try to back up. It seems our team is not helping me here. getting a bit worried, to be honest. So I go ahead and take a peek, and oh boy, there they all are. So I was very hesitant to pull back behind the ridge because we spotted the whole team, and I'm a bit scared. So I try to call for help here, but none of the team looks too inclined to help me out. So I'm getting a bit scared here, so I pull back behind the rocks, seeking cover, so these guys can get a bit confident and pull over the ridge, and hopefully allow my teammates to get good shots. And oh boy, this T-43 comes out of the nowhere and is going to help me. So I thank you, I appreciate a lot. So we put a good shot into the Jackson's turret, just below it, so we have to aim for the lower plate of this T-29, and put a good shot in there. So we're just locked down here, basically. Keep putting good shots into like this, and we might survive this. So me and this T-43 are holding the line, preventing them from going over here. And oh boy, this Churchill got overconfident. He misses, and he got taken out by the Jagdpanzer IV. So as you can see, if you get too overconfident, then you might just end up dying. So we try to take out the T-29, but aimed a bit high, and it did not penetrate. So it's just me and this T-43 that are literally holding the entire line in the advance. So I see what needs to be done here, so I move straight up and try to get side shots on the T-29 because I cannot pen it frontally. So I put a good side shot into the T-29, which flies true, and I penetrate his side. So that's what I really need to be doing this whole game. So this Comet is getting a bit confident here. We miss because we were very hesitant to hold behind the ridge. So this Comet's getting a bit confident. T-43 is getting confident too, and put one shot to him. Jackson misses, and we want to put a shot. Can we find another shot? Oh, Comet. Oh, no, I missed that shot. That was a very bad shot. Okay, so try to get another shot on this Comet. We do. 171 damage. And this T-43, oh no, he's beating himself up. Alright, so we jam the Jackson's turret. Not all the way, but we do a good amount of damage to his turret. So I try to put a shot into the cheeks of this Comet, but he moves up and goes straight to the Mantlet. So here comes the T-29. Oh gosh, we gotta move over to the left and avoid being shot. So I'm gonna try to track him to hold him in place so I can go around, but he does not come up, as he is very scared of this Tier 5, which is honestly very weird. So I need to move up and take a huge shot, a huge blow from that T-29. I missed the shot, and things are looking very ugly here. Fortunately, we have gotten those two guys down on very low health. We take out the Jackson, who's exposed his side of his, or the rear of his tank. We try to take a shot on this Comet, and that one flies true. And now the tides have turned. This T-29 isn't looking so happy now. So we missed that shot as we were very scared of that T-29, who can pretty much win this. He's on 300 health, as me and the Comet, or sorry, not Comet, as me and the T-43 are on below 100 health, so he could just kill us all right now. So we're about to capture the base, but it gets interrupted, or someone steps out, and I'm very scared here to not get shot. So I shoot the Jackson's barrel, and unfortunately it does not go through. So I'm having a lot of trouble here trying to find a shot, and Jackson's barrel gets in the way again, and we do not penetrate the Jackson. We do not penetrate the T-29. So now the tides have turned. The T-43 puts a good shot into him. I put the shot to the T-29, and things are looking much more real now. And T-43 misses, and the T-29 turns, and as he turns, we put the final shot into that T-29. That was a very good game, and I appreciate that T-43's help. So this isn't a big of a deal, this mastery badge. We do 1800 damage in a tier 7 game as a tier 5, just absolutely incredible, and that's why I love this tank. So that was the 8th time I've gotten the mastery badge in this tank. I know you're like, well, you can only have one. Well, that's the 8th time I've received that medal. So yes, it's definitely a good tank. I've only played a handful of games and gotten 8 mastery badges. So yeah, it's definitely one of my favorite tanks. So here we are on Oasis Palms, or as I like to call it, Camper's Oasis. And we are getting ready to charge up here. Now this one isn't too good either. It's not as good as the last one, but it's definitely just as good. So this we're gonna go ahead and advance and try and scout for our team here, as we have quite a few tank destroyers with very meaty guns that can change the game in just a matter of one shot. So I'm gonna try and scout for our team here. moving up on this ridgeline to hopefully scout out most of the enemies. Now, this T-49 is very, very quick, so I can get over this ridgeline before any of them can reach, you know, even halfway to the battlefield. So, tell my team to attack and march, as only 4 of them are staying back and camping. That's why I like to call it Camper's Oasis. So, we are here before anyone else, and we'll catch the surprise for sure. So I'm aiming over to the sniper place, but no, this Cromwell surprises me, and he's alone. So that's very interesting. I'm not going to pull out again because I don't want to take any damage. I'm not falling for that trick again. So I try to pull back and hopefully get some help with some of my tank destroyer friends. So we pull back. Hopefully this SU-100 will help me. He also has the 122mm mounted, which will help me a lot. So he's blocking me right now. I don't know what he's doing. I think he's encouraging me to move up, but I don't have the health for that. So here's this Cromwell. Put a shot into him. This SU-100, he's hesitating and doesn't have enough gun depression. He finally reaches over the ridge, and somehow the Cromwell misses, or he just bounces his shot. And with the 122mm, the SU-100 just puts 400 damage in him. So he tries to ram him, and he doesn't, and I steal the kill. So here comes this Jackson looking pretty confident, but not anymore, as we took out his Cromwell friend without taking a single bit of damage. Now, this Jackson's trying to pull back as he's very scared of that SU-100's 122mm. I really liked my SU-100. It's a very nice tank, and I highly recommend you get it, as the object is a very lethal tank as well. So, SU-100 puts a good shot into the Jackson. Yeah, it finishes him off. I have to say hi because some people want to say hi to me, and we attack and hopefully find the campers. And oh no, he stops our advance. That's where we draw the line here. So we load APCR for this guy, as I cannot pen the front. I can't pen anywhere near the front. So I can't pen the front, so I have to use APCR, and I can't even pen the tier below it, the VK36 front plate. So I mean, I can't even pen the front of the Tiger. So I load APCR, as I just said 3 times already. As SU-100 tries to find a shot, and he puts a good shot into him. Accidentally blocking him, and he takes 185 damage, probably from the campers over on the top, over on the back of the map at their spawn. So I'm gonna go ahead and scout them out. Hopefully with our lightning fast speed, try to take a on-the-move shot there. Of course, a shot like that will barely ever go in. So we try to find a good shot, put a nice shot to the side of that T-25T, and go for another shot. Oh, but we take damage. Oh no. Yeah, but it's okay because we can weather that damage, as this light tank or tank destroyer has fairly good health for a tier 5. So spot this guy. Sadly, he's AFK. Unfortunately, he's AFK. So that will well, that will mostly do it for this video. I tried to load HE, see if I can pen the rear, but of course VK36 is a very strong tank, and I cannot pen it even with this 105mm. So yeah, that will pretty much do it for this video. I'm sorry I wasn't like a super epic VK36 standoff. I doubt he'd last for a few minutes, or even for a few seconds of that. But yeah, guys, that will do it for this video. The American tank destroyers are very powerful, and never underestimate them. Definitely use them like a medium tank, especially the lower tiers. And yeah, so that's about it, guys. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.